Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, I've decided to work on this a little more tonight. I know that I streamed earlier, but I got done with my usual hangout with Joe, and I really don't have anything else to do tonight. I guess I could work on energy weapons only, but I may decide to do that a little bit later. I mean, that in the right position. I like it. Okay. But I figured, you know, I may as well get a little bit of druid time in today. I think that's all that I can summon currently. Yep. Alright, today we're heading for the Stony Fields. Get 'em, boys! But this is also worth experience points, so. Yesterday I learned you can aim your ravens. I did not know that. Basically what you do is you resummon the ravens, or resummon one raven while pointing at a creature, and they will assassinate that one creature. They will all fly in and attack that one creature. Unfortunately, I tried it with the wolves, and it doesn't do the same thing with the wolves, so. Get 'em, boys. See, like that. You know, 6 mana to assassinate a Pacific enemy is actually pretty good. Let's do that with him as well. Oh crap. That is a sound that haunts my nightmares. Yeah, I'm kind of prioritizing at the moment getting to Wolves 5, because that's the maximum number of wolves you can have at one time, and also get some big upgrades to Ravens. And then once we have that, we're going to get back into Ravens heavily until we get to... well, I do want to... Ooh, an Experience Shrine. These are going to be important for the challenge. Level up. So I'm looking for two things. The standing stone, or three things. The standing stone is the entrance to the underground path and the way shrine. Let me level up real quick. Grab another level of dire wolf. 1 point in strength. What's my base dexterity? 26. Okay. Then I'll put 2 points into vitality and another point in strength. Then we got 3 wolves. In my Xbox version of this run, I've actually only lost a single wolf, and I can't even remember what enemy I was fighting when it happened, but I've only lost 1 wolf the entire time. Unfortunately, the experience shrines do wear off fairly quickly. You can see I no longer have that benefit. But we got to level up before it happens, so, you know. Ah, standing stones. Perfect. Where's that little... There? Nope. He's really hard to hit. That's okay, he died.
I can't carry him.
Burn a healing potion. Pick that one. Okay, here we go. This is the entrance to the underground passage. I'll need to that in a little bit. Hold on. I don't like leaving parts of the map undiscovered. Another good thing about upgrading, Another good thing about upgrading the ravens over the wolves is upgrading the ravens themselves gives you a bonus to how many hits they can do, which you don't get with the just the raw damage increase by the wolves. So while it's good, I would wait until after you max out your ravens at 20 before you start like using other points to boost them up. Then again, this isn't a Ravens only challenge, so I can use the wolves, so I will be boosting the wolves as well, and other things like the Heart of Wolverine. We'll get the once wolves reach 5, I'm going to grab the 1 level of Heart of Oak that I need, and that'll help keep me alive in some bad places until I get Heart of Wolverine anyways. And then I'll want to switch over to that for bonus damage and bonus attack rate. So. But there are some situations where it's just better to have more health. So. I bet that's the way shrine right there. Nope, that's the camp. There's the way shrine. Perfect. This is going to give me a quest in the Black Marsh. I kind of want to get Kane as soon as I can. Kane is incredibly useful for identifying objects, so having him around is good. I think I'm going to take a quick trip back to camp. I got plenty of portals, so we'll use one of those.
Good to see you.
Okay, I'm going to set these items that are unidentified in my personal stash for now. Kind of a gamble, because if I die, I lose them, but... Yeah, we'll just sell all of this. Well, hold on. Switch out the minor potions for light ones. Oh yeah, and I went through and rearranged things, so I've got all the gems over here, and the rejuvenation potions over here, and this is kind of like a miscellaneous catch-all tab. I need to identify some of this stuff too, that looks of it, once I get cane. But we don't have cane yet, so we're fine. Did I ever equip you? I did, okay. What's my strength now? 28. I don't think I can switch up to any higher armor yet, or even any higher armors available yet. No, I need a strength of 36 for ring mill. That needs a strength of 34. Yeah, it's going to be a minute before I can upgrade to that. You know, this is so much easier than, because I used to play on the computer and you had to, like, use your mouse. Your movement and your attack would be the same button. Yeah, those champions give off quite a bit of XP. I thought I saw a mana potion. Maybe not, but there's a mana shrine. So. So the underground passage is not your normal. Is not just a normal cave. It does have a second floor, which I think just has loot on it, or most of the time it does. It also has two exits: one in the stony field and one in the dark wood. The dark wood is where we want to go to get the scroll that will allow us to get cane. And once we get to the dark wood, I want to find the way shrine there, as well as the scroll. So. The thing is, I can probably go up pretty far into Chapter 2 without any real difficulty based on what I've been doing on my other playthrough. The only time I had trouble was in the maggot layer. One of the enemies hit me for a bunch of poison damage, and the poison was really long-lasting, and all I need to do for that is make sure that I compensate for... Why did I just waste two? Make sure that I have a... antidote on my hotbar so I can grab it and use it if I need to. Durasteel might be a bit of a problem because I need to be able to keep away from him, but one of the good news is that my wolves will pull some aggro from him, so. And I'll have dire wolves by then too, which will be better because I think he's immune to cold damage, or heavily resistant to cold damage. I'm not sure which. We're also going to change over to a mercenary, an Iron Wolf mercenary. One with a defensive aura. It'll give me 100% defense bonus. The name of the game in this challenge is to stay alive. That is a very good... Gotta top up my health. That is a potentially very good bow for our current companion. And I got another level up, too. Oh dear. We're about to get so much XP. Gym Shrine. There's the path leads to the next area, the Black Marsh. We don't want to go there yet. There goes our XP bonus. But we are much closer to the next level up now. Way Shrine, there we go. Whoa! That's a gold wolf head. Oh, that could be really, really good or really, really bad. I don't know which. So, wolf heads are the unique druid item in this game. Sorcerers have their staffs and their little glasses. Paladins have scepters and shields. Necromancers have bone wands and bone shields. And preserved heads as well, for some reason. They really favor the necromancers. Steel Shrine. Oh dear. That's level up, my friends.
This dead tree teems with energy.
Hey, buy me a moment, guys. Alright. You know what? I'm going to use one of my scrolls, but oh no, it's ethereal. It cannot be repaired. Honestly, the bonuses aren't that great on it either, to be fair. But still, oh, that could have been so great. Could have been like plus to ravens and or spirit wolves or something. Trying to find and kill the shamans. The carvers will go down easy enough, but the shamans are the ones that can be a bit of a problem, so. Hello, thank you for joining. Okay.
Yes?
Ah, very good. I have translated the runes on this scroll. You must find the cairn stones and touch them in the order that I have written.
You know what's what annoys me is the fact that she's evil, as revealed in Diablo 3. It's like after all she helps you in this game, maybe she wasn't evil yet, but I suspect she probably was. Right, let's do this, boys.
Yes. Ruins. The fate of all cities. Help!
Just hold this down.
Deckard Cain, leave this place.
Send Maul. You know, all the characters in Diablo 1 have very bad endings. I don't know if you're familiar with the lore of Diablo that much if you're watching this, but um, like the rogue character in Diablo 1 became Blood Raven, and the sorcerer becomes an enemy that you fight in Act 2. The barbarian does not. Sorry, not the barbarian. The barbarian is not in this. The barbarian wasn't in one. It was the sorcerer, the rogue, and the warrior. I think those are the only three characters, aren't they? I think so. Yeah, but all three of them end up becoming villains that you have to kill. Well, you don't have to kill. Technically, you don't kill the warrior, but he still dies. Or rather, he's consumed by Diablo. It's a whole thing.
As a token of my gratitude, I will identify items for you at no charge. Regrettably, I could do nothing to prevent the disaster which devastated Tristram. It would appear that our greatest fears have come to pass. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, has once again been set loose upon the world. As you know, some time ago, Diablo was slain beneath Tristram, and when our hero emerged triumphant from the labyrinth beneath town, we held a grand celebration that lasted several days. Yet, as the weeks passed, our hero became increasingly aloof. He kept his distance from the rest of the townsfolk and seemed to lapse into a dark, brooding depression. I thought that perhaps his ordeal had been so disturbing that he simply could not put it out of his mind. The hero seemed more tormented every passing day. I remember he awoke many times, screaming in the night, always something about the East. One day he simply left, and shortly thereafter Tristram was attacked by legions of foul demons. Many were slain, and the demons left me to die in that cursed cage. I believe now that Tristram's hero was that dark wanderer who passed this way before the monastery fell. I fear even worse.
I don't know why I listened to all that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in here because you can't put this anywhere else. This cannot be shared in your other stashes. Okay, that's enough for now. You just identify those. So damage is 6 to 15. Now it's 9 to 19. 6 defense. Yeah, that is better.
I'll put that to good use.
Raven Aegis. 10% chance to cast Charged Bolt. 18 enhanced defense. 5 to mana. 7 resist fire. Attacker takes damage of 1. Repairs 1 durability in 33 seconds. I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to switch over to that. I'd put that on my back bar. Well, nice. I mean, it's better than what he did in Diablo 1. He did charge you for his services, so, you know, the fact that he's not charging you for them is nice. %, faster cast rate. Plus 12 to attack rate. You know what? Being able to cast my stuff faster seems interesting. I will put that away just in case I die. Having that would be good. Ooh. I'm gonna hold on to that too, just in case. Probably gonna sell that. Then again, I'll hold on to it for now. I may sell it later. 1 to 2 fire damage. Well, let me identify that Grand Charm and see what it does. 4 to defense and 4 to dexterity. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. You know what? That's better than what I'm currently got in here.
Good day.
Oh, I gotta visit Akara too to finish the quest.
You have risked your life to rescue Cain.
One day I'll do like a proper like playthrough of Diablo where I won't even like do up to like Nightmare in Hell. I'll probably just do normal and just like go it for the story and like exhaust everybody's dialogue options and everything like that. But that's gonna be sometime in the future. Get 'em, boys. I don't think the Black Marsh has a way shrine, does it? Then again, I think no. Actually, I think it does. It seems weird that they have like they'd have like 2 right back to back, but technically more than that if you think about it. Ooh. We're gonna level up again tonight, that's for sure. No, there is a way shrine. I thought there was. For some reason, I don't know. Some places where there's like 2 like right in a row, like my brain's like, no, there's only 1 every other area. No, that's not always true. Sometimes sometimes they're back to back. There's the level up. Alright, now that wolves have reached maximum, I'm going to grab the 1 level of oak sage that I need, and we're going to bind that to circle. Base dexterity is 30, so put that at 31. 2 into strength, and 2 into vitality. Also summon the oaks, and this is going to give me As you see, my health is now 135, or my life is now 135. It also makes my wolves and my companion harder to kill as well. And there are situations where I'm going to want this up in order to help keep me alive, and there are situations where I'm going to want the Heart of Wolverine to boost my damage. Okay, so that's the exit to the next area. We don't want to go there yet. Knowing where it is good, though. Yeah, because Heart of Wolverine's going to give, like, with 1 point in Heart of Wolverine, I'm going to get a 20% damage. Ooh, a low-quality wolf head. Does that give me any bonuses? 1 to werewolf. Honestly, not that exciting. Then again, werewolf is a good defensive thing as well. I could do werewolf. Because I think it gives me bonus life, and if I take Lycanthropy Master, it'll make it better. Oh, there's a side cave here, too, we can do. In addition to doing the tower with the Countess. Okay, we'll do that before we go do the Countess. Probably need to look at upgrading my own weapon pretty soon. This is a good saber, but I could probably do better. Especially given my strength stat. And the best thing about the oak one is that I don't really need to invest very many points into it. It gives very diminishing returns as you upgrade it, but the 1 point gives a lot because as you level, your health goes up, and the bonus you get is a percentage of your health. So as your health gets stronger, you get a more HP bonus from just the 1 level of the skill. So it's a good investment for the 1 point. And you need it to get Heart of Wolverine anyways. It's a health shrine. We don't need that right this minute. Raven. Just completely destroy this. You don't have a heart. Hold on. $20.
I'll put that to good use.
And the thing is the armor and the helmet she's using, I can transfer over to my new mercenary when we get into Act 2. And I can get the guy with the defensive boost. The healing one is incredibly tempting, but I don't know if it's worth taking. If you're a Diablo expert and you prefer the healing ability over like the straight up defensive one, let me know. I'm not a professional, player. I don't play online, so like or on the leaderboards or anything. So, and I don't really know like the whole meta stuff. I play this very casually. So, if you know, if you do play professionally and you happen to see this, please let me know.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
What? I am making a lot of sacrifices to get you out of here, Spear. The yellow stuff can be very valuable, though, so getting close to the end of the hour, though, so we got a few level ups tonight. 4 so far. We might squeak out a 5th. Yeah, I should have used one of those healing potions on Azalea. It's fine. That should have... Oh, here we go.
I can't carry anymore.
Let me drop the spear. I said drop the spear, pick up the potion, go to her, use the potion. Of course there's a large axe.
Good to see you.
When I fled the monastery...
Ooh, very nice. Plague branch. Lightning resist, minimum 5 to 17. I bet that's really good for then again, you really don't want to be using a two-handed weapon for a Amazon. You probably want to use a shield. One to maximum damage, 4 to mana. Use that. 2 to Molten Boulder, 2 to Lycanthropy, Ethereal. Not even worth carrying out of here. If I were doing a werewolf build, I'd be like, okay, but if it breaks, it's gone forever. Sometimes you get a really good item and then it's ethereal, and it's like, oh. Now, is there a... Hold on. I want to go check and see. I think there is a... I want to say there's a waypoint in the cellar. If there is, I'll get to the waypoint in the cellar and I'll probably call it a session. That makes up for the town scroll that I just used. First, I want to see if I can also push myself up to level 12 tonight. There's not. Okay. So no, we're not going to start that tonight, but I am going to try to push myself up one more level. And then we'll call it. And we'll do the cellar next time I decide to do this. Wands can be quite valuable, so anytime you see a wand or a scepter or anything like that, you should pick it up because they can be quite valuable. Or they might have valuable skills if I ever want to run a necromancer, but I don't know if I ever want to do a necromancer on hardcore or not. Still. That's one of the things about when I see gear that looks like it'd be good for a specific character, they're like, do I want to play that character on hardcore, though? I saw that rejuvenation potion. Alright, we can get out of here. Back to the Way Shrine. Let's go. Wow. We didn't just level up, we went up a whole bar or two. Like a bar and a little bit of another.
Good day.
Alright, so for this level up, this point's going into Ravens. This now boosted their damage 17 hits, 11 to 22, with the attack rating up to 250. So. And this is going to get higher and higher as I put points into Ravens. These 5 points, each giving 12% bonus damage for 60% bonus damage. You're going to start seeing the effects of that really soon as I start putting points into Ravens more again. So this is 31, this is 33, so I want to put 2 points into Dexterity this level, 1 point into Strength, and 2 points into Vitality. Keep my life ticking up in the correct direction, as well as my stamina so I can run further. Alright everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to end off here. Hold on, let me clean out my inventory before we end off here, because I don't want to start with... I'm trying to avoid doing stuff off stream because this is supposedly I kind of want to like film the entirety of this adventure.
Greetings.
So let me just do this real quick before we end off for the day. Death Rent. Required strength 35, 6 to 16 damage. That's actually not bad, to be honest. I'm going to sell it though. Oh damn, 1 to Clay Golem, 50% undead. Pretty good, valuable. 2 to 7 poison damage over 3 seconds. Amulets. 3 to MP. Let's sell that. I could have put that in my belt. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Now, everyone, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.